So we are back again after our last episode, and what we were talking about, I think last time was about age and when is the right time to start, and then we thought we would touch upon the fact that people don't find time.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that's, I think, the biggest reason that people say that they have a busy life.
Yes.
They don't have time, they have kids, they have a family to take care of, they have work to go to.
Yes.
So what is your opinion on that?
Just coming back to what we discussed about the last time, I think it's never too late to start training anyway, like what we started the last time. But as we said, the earlier you start, you don't have to tax yourself as much in the gym like someone who's just doing it maybe for who started for 1 year or 2 years, as compared to someone who started when they were in their teenage years. So I started training way back then in 2000. So I've been training for at least 24 years regularly. And now coming back to time, I prefer training in the morning. I prefer training in the morning, which means I have to wake up as early as 2 a.m. to get myself into the gym at 2:30 a.m. Then I do my warm-ups, I do my stretches, I get myself prepared. Then from 3 o'clock, I start doing my physical training, which is basically gym waist training, to get my muscles going. Then after that, that will take me about 45 minutes, depending, to 1 hour, depending on the muscle group that I'm working, because I do a split training where I concentrate on one muscle group a day. Then after that, I do some cardio, just to have a bit of, mixture of things, different things to do. And so I prefer training in the morning. I guess also you can actually confess that you also train in the morning. Why do you train in the morning? Why do you prefer training in the morning?
So my reason for doing that was, I think, I was a person who would, I would have to wake up at 6 a.m. for work, and when you don't have that motivation, I think finding that purpose in the morning to do something that you love to do,
Excellent.
That is what I found when I started, coming to the gym.
Okay.
And since I have two children, two school-going children, and I wanted to be there to kind of, send them off to school. I started training at about 4:30. Now we've gone to 4 a.m. because I need to be home by 5:30. So I realized that if I keep making excuses, there is no way I'm going to get it done. And after a long day at work, it's really hard, to fight the traffic, to find, the motivation to come. There are a lot more reasons in the evening for me not to show up.
Exactly.
Because the kids are home.
Exactly.
And what happens in the morning, somehow I've realized it's so quiet. Your mind is not running. I'm at peace. I meditate. I calm, and it kind of sets the tone for the day.
Okay.
This is what it has done for me. And when I am happy and high in the morning after my workout, my whole day goes so smooth. It helps me manage my mood, my emotions, or any kind of stress that comes up at work or with kids. I've realized that my reaction or response to certain situations is completely changed just by training in the morning, and that keeps me coming again and again. I mean, I come a couple of times a week, not every day.
Let me just jump into that. That's one of the major reasons why I train in the morning, because at times I even ask myself, do I have a bipolar disorder? Because I feel the moment that I wake up, I feel like there's just too much weight on my shoulders.
Yeah.
I'm low on energy. I'm low. My mood is just so low. I feel depressed, and I don't feel awesome. I don't feel great. And so at times, that's why I normally don't even go on my platforms. I don't go to WhatsApp. I don't try to answer my email, because I'm in a different mood.
Absolutely.
Which I know that if I do this, my responses are not going to be positive ones most of the time.
Absolutely.
I get so easily irritated. I'm so grumpy and grouchy. So I wake up that early. I come into the gym. By the time I'm done with my training, I'm a totally different person. Actually, you can tell that, okay, maybe where did you put Chennai? Where's Chennai? Because I'm a totally different person. The way I react to people, the way I respond to people, even my energy levels are so high. I feel awesome. I feel good. I can relate to people easily. I'm not easily reachable. People can just come to me. I can go to people. I can talk to people so easily.
Yeah.
And I can now get to my WhatsApps. I can go to my emails and respond to those messages in a very positive, which is the way we are supposed to, to relate to people in a positive way.
Yeah.
Even though maybe something negative, but try to bring in a positive mood so that people can always come back to you and try to find out something to you. So now, that is us personally, psychologically, but as it is also science is proof that if you train as early as 3, 4, 5, that's when your body energy levels naturally.
Yeah.
So the way that we are designed, our bodies are so amazing. Naturally, your body is its own. Let me use the word pre-workout. It is its own pre-workout hormones and enzymes which allow you to train at your maximal level. So why not take advantage of that? We know the muscle that allows you to have energy is testosterone, for starters,
Yeah.
and glucagon, which is one of the destructive hormones in the body, because basically it breaks down your sugar to give you energy.
Yeah.
So it works amazing. So I would rather wake up, instead of taking your coffee, your caffeine,
Yeah.
take advantage of these hormones which are God-given,
Yeah.
and get your day going as such. So I feel I can train better. And also I'm still fresh. Everyone's still asleep. I'm still fresh. I do what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
By the time everyone wakes up, you see, we are not in the same place, because by the time you wake up, 2 hours later, 3 hours later, I've done my 1,000 calories plus in terms of burning energy. I've done maybe a cardio session for 10 kilometers. So we are not in the same place.
Yes.
I'm 10 kilometers away from you. I'm 1,000 calories away from you.
Yeah.
So even if you go to the office, we are sitting together in a cubicle,
Yeah.
our energy levels are different. Because I feel great. Because as it is also God, yes, some reward centers in our brain,
Yeah.
where He gives you or He rewards you for a good job done. I mean, I wake up in the morning. This is a vessel of God. So if I take good care of it, He rewards me. And that is why always people talk about feel-good hormones. You just feel happy. I think you can also relate to that as well.
Absolutely. I used to always ask you guys to, after a workout, I would message you and go like, I am high. The moment I step out of here, I'm in my car, I feel like blissful. No matter what's happening around me, there's traffic or whatever, I would feel like I am in a different world. And I think it's sort of, that is what kind of keeps me, coming back. And I have not been consistent with a lot of things in my life, and I would wonder, something that's so difficult, right? It's a challenge. I feel sore after my workout, to wake up in the morning. I'm constantly fighting myself, but there's this voice in my head that tells me, I have to show up.
Yeah,
and there are days when, I tell myself, it's okay if I can't do the whole workout, let's do something light. And I think that is also something that helps, right? People,
Absolutely.
when they think, if you think like you want to work, you have a 1 hour workout, it gets too much. And sometimes I go like, Shanai, today I can't do it, let's go light.
True,
but the moment I'm in the zone, I feel better. There are days when I've been sick and I've shown up.
Exactly.
I had a flu.
I know.
I feel so good.
I know.
How does that happen?
So this is what you see. This is what really makes me feel like at times we are more than the sum of our parts. We can do so much. We are destined for greatness. Everyone is capable of greatness in life, because the way we are designed, we just need to commit ourselves. Once you commit yourself, you get started, and then the body will just take over naturally. Just commit, be disciplined, and the amazing results that you get from just being disciplined in that. So we are not giving our bodies the greatness or the potential that it has, so that it rewards you as such. So, I have also certain days like when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh my God, is that the alarm ringing? Really? I do. Everyone does. That's being human.
Yeah.
We have our flaws, we have our weaknesses. There's that inner voice that is always telling me, Chenai, just chill today, just take it easy. But I know if I don't even wake up, this, what I'm feeling right now, is going to be a sliding door from there onwards.
Yeah.
That domino effect, I come to the gym, I start training people. That relationship that I have with those clients is going to be totally different. We are not in tune. There's no chemistry between us, and they will also feel that the energy level, the energy vibes here, they are not the same as usual. Then obviously it affects their performance. Then if their performance is affected, if they go to work, they are going to carry that negative energy with them. Then it's not going to be a productive day for any of us. So it's upon me as well just to be responsible that I take care of myself so that I can take care of the rest of the people. And let me just put this. This is what happens when you exercise. Your body, you see, when you do certain things, your body responds in a certain way. That's the way we are created. If you lift something, your muscles are going to contract. When you run, your body has to produce energy for you to perform that task. So every time when you do something, the body is going to reward you in a certain way that you want to keep on doing it as such. You see, I know why at times people are scared of coming to the gym. Apart from, as it is, the main reason why people don't come to the gym is that this is through studies, 75% of the time, people don't want to come to the gym because they, like what they said, they don't have time. 75% of the time. So every 3 in 4 people, they don't come to the gym because they don't have the time. But also we have established that actually if you have, for everything that you want in life, you always make time for it. So I just think of the benefits. If I train, the body is going to release certain hormones in the body. We were talking about the feel-good hormones.
Yes.
Those are the hormones that just make you feel happy. You just smile. By the time you're done with the session, it's like you're just smiling and everyone will be like, why are you looking so happy? Why are you so happy early in the morning?
For no reason.
For no reason at all. But it's a natural, like what he said, I like the way that he used natural high. You see people go to get opioids like your heroin, cocaine, marijuana, just to get that artificial high. But now the problem with an artificial high, you go high very quickly, but also you crash.
You crash very quickly, and your body becomes so dependent on it.
Exactly.
Right? It's dependent that these other substances that create, that I've been reading about, be sugar, something as simple as sugar and the other foods that we eat. We kind of become dependent because it gives us that kick. We're just looking for that.
Yeah, so the hormones that we are talking about now, I'm glad you mentioned food. These hormones, these are the gifts that you are given. When you do something, when you put your body through stress or a strain, like exercising. But apparently, unfortunately, I can use that word, is when you have chocolate, also the body releases those feel-good hormones. Because chocolate, it has that effect to your body, the caffeine, it makes you feel happy.
It gives you that rush.
It gives you that rush as such. So the body, it has, there are about 4 hormones that I can talk about. There's endorphins, which you are maybe you've heard the word endorphins. Now, under endorphins, these people, when you have pain in the body, people are like, oh, he was in a car crash or he fell, but apparently he's not feeling pain. Why is it? His leg is broken, but he's not screaming. Because his pain is masked at that moment. Because what the body does, when you get in that emergency situation, the body will give you adrenaline, which is one of the endorphins. Now, adrenaline, it masks the pain. It's like the body's natural painkiller. So imagine if I train, I get that adrenaline rush. So some of the nigglings that you get in your body, they are sort of masked, then you don't feel the pain. So adrenaline is one of them. Then we have what they call serotonin. Now, serotonin, it is that hormone that makes you feel happy, and you just feel like your mood, because we were talking about someone who has chocolate, someone who has heroin, you have cocaine, their moods, they have mood swings. Isn't it? You find them high, then they crash, then they want to have that dose again, they get high. So they have mood swings through the day. But us, if you see it, once we stop training, our high is moderate, is sustained throughout the day. That's what serotonin does. It moderates your mood. So it's sustained through the day. So I don't have crashes, I don't have lows, I don't have valleys. I'm always on a mountain peak. I'm feeling high. Actually, my head is in the clouds. At times I even joke to people and it's like I can say hi to God that early in the morning because I'm that high. But I can sustain it through the day, so I don't crash. So you don't have mood swings, where people are like, he's moody. But you'll be like, throughout the day. Then there is also what they call dopamine. I think also that's where the word dope comes from. Oh, I'm feeling dope. This album is dope. This is dope. That's dopamine. So when someone says you are dope, what they're basically saying, you look cool, you look great, you look awesome. So that is what this hormone does, the dopamine hormone. It makes you feel good, you feel great, you feel like you can actually do anything in the world. Anything. The motivation that it gives you, you feel like you can attack anything. So everything that you set aside for yourself during the day, after training, I have the confidence that I'm going to fulfill that task. And once I succeeded at that task, what it does to my psyche is that I feel like I have been satisfied, I've succeeded in the goals that I've set aside for myself. And to me, that's success. Then the last one is oxytocin, which is basically just going back to, especially females can relate to this, because when you give birth to a child, there's that bonding that you have, a mother and a child bonding. It's because the body produces a lot of oxytocin in your mammary glands to give milk, and when the child takes the milk, there's that bonding that comes. So even when you train, your body gives you a little bit of that oxytocin. So your bonding, not only, that's where you say your relationship with people, there's that bonding. You bond with people better. It's not because you are good at it, but your body has rewarded you with that hormone. Then I can relate to people better. So at times, I just feel like I wish that everyone can have the same feeling that I have in the morning. Because it's amazing and it's for free. And the good thing is you don't overdose on it. You know that it gives you in the right amounts, at the right time, to the right places.
It's amazing that how, I've realized after working out and, kind of reading so much about this, that our body has everything. We've been gifted with, so much, and we can regulate ourselves.
Absolutely.
But we've kind of been distracted or not being given the right knowledge at the right time. Or, people don't know about it, they don't have the information. And some of us experience it, but we still don't kind of consistently go ahead with it. And it's just easier to go and probably consume something to feel that, instead of moving your body and kind of doing that for yourself.
Absolutely.
I think there's so much dependency on something that's external, like food and other things, entertainment, any kind of pleasure, we just keep chasing on the things outside, and it doesn't sustain, and that is what kind of brings us down, depression or feeling low, and like you said, mood swings. And that's what I realized, when I started, I was, kind of in that whole depression phase. And this is the only thing that has helped me sustain it. Nothing else. I mean, my food habits have gone. Again, after working out, I realized that I automatically don't.
Exactly. Your appetite is. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. That's why I say I just wish people can actually embark on this journey, because this is. I always tell this on a Monday, because I train Monday to Saturday. I can go to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 p.m. without even touching a thing, because I don't feel the need, I don't feel the desire to eat. My appetite is suppressed completely. I can go on intermittent fasting 16 hours without even craving for food. Because also naturally our bodies, it produces that hormone that suppresses your appetite. So you don't feel like eating at all. Because you're feeling good, you're feeling high. So you don't need to, you're rewarded as it is already. So why do you have to go and look for a chocolate? Why do you have to go and look for a cake? Why do you have to go and look for something that can give you that comfort? Because you're already comforted, you have been rewarded, you have been gifted, so you can sustain yourself throughout the day. But come on a Sunday, when I don't pitch up at the gym, it's a disaster for me, because I wake up, the first thing I'm thinking, okay, let me hit the pantry, let me go to the refrigerator.
It happens to you.
It does. It does.
And this is the thing, I want to tell people is that even after training for so many years, it's normal. It's just part of just being human, and this is how we're conditioned. And we all feel like we want to tuck into the bed. I don't want to get out of the bed. You feel it after 24 years.
I do.
Even food, I do have cravings. It's sometimes I do have cravings as well, but it's just that most of it is gone. So, even if I have a 70-80% benefit, that's great. It's better than not doing it at all. And people don't understand. They feel that I'm controlling myself from not eating junk, but that's not true. It's not that I'm controlling. It's a natural instinct. I gravitate towards certain foods that I would never have before. Between a chocolate and a banana, I'd be like, oh, that's going to help me.
Exactly.
Because I mentally train myself,
and
not
also,
just physically.
Exactly. Now imagine you come. Both of us have pitched up today. We trained already. You know how many calories you've burnt, how many calories I've burnt, and then you just go home and easily replace all those calories by eating junk.
Yeah.
Your body just revolves.
Yeah.
It revolves those foods. You don't know. I don't know. When I see fried stuff, I just feel like I want to puke. I just want to throw up. I don't have the appetite. I don't have the appetite. But if I see something healthy like a smoothie, if I see like your nuts, if I see a banana, I feel I can partake in this without any detrimental effects to me. I can do that. But if I see cake, if I see a cake on the day that I don't train, oh my goodness, that's my kryptonite.
Yeah.
Biscuits, that's my kryptonite. So now people will be like, why don't you train on a Sunday? So, but also at the same time, your body needs to rest. Your mind needs to switch off.
Yeah.
So that you have this, everyone needs to shower. The brain needs to shower, the body needs to shower, repair itself, so that it's again ready to take you through the whole week. You can't be like texting it. It will fight back.
I think, that's so true. And it's just, I also realize I have to go easy on myself. So if I am training, say 5 days a week or 4 or 5 days a week, I actually look forward to those 2 days that I'm resting.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And we need
Absolutely.
to go easy on ourselves, and I think to start off, the best way is just to tell yourself, okay, I'm going to train 2 days a week, then go to 3 days a week.
Yes,
and
yes,
what I did.
yes.
I used to come at 5:30 when I started. I made it 5, I made it 4:30. Today I can do it.
You know
at
what?
4. This doesn't happen overnight.
Obviously.
You have to give yourself that
Time.
That is so important in terms of food, in terms of workout. I'm like, okay, from eating like chips every day, I'm like eating maybe 3 times a week, then 2 times a week, then 1 time a week. So it's absolutely fine. People think that they have to just overnight they have to change everything, their lifestyle, and that it's not sustainable. You have to do it for the right reasons. You have to be easy on yourself.
Exactly.
And it's not about the looks. It's just about how you feel that keeps, you just keep going. We always go back to things that make us happy. Right?
Absolutely.
And if you have the right trainer, I think that's very important, having a right person to work out with, because it's difficult to start off alone.
Yeah, and also it takes 2 to tango.
Yeah.
It takes 2. Was at times I'm a trainer, I can have clients that are not motivated. Was like what you said, motivation is what gets you started, or that commitment. It is what gets you started. Once you start to engage with someone, when you start training with them, then as a trainer, what you're trying to do is to try to create longevity in the training regime itself, that sustainability. At times, clients, I'm happy I'm doing this with you, because most of the people that I come across, they'll be like, no, I'm a mother, I have kids. Like what you said, I have kids, I have to wake up early, I have to prepare for my kids to go to school. When they come back to school, they have to see me at home, I have to do homework with them, I have to do this and that. There are always reasons, there are always excuses, and I understand that. I'm also a father, I understand that. But you wake up 2 hours earlier than anyone else, because you want to have that time to yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
So by the time you are done with your work, you're going to get home, ready for your kids, you prepare for your kids to go home, to go to school.
Yeah.
Because that's how everybody needs to do it. We have to make time for ourselves. We have to. There's always 24 hours in a day, so we can't extend that. So we are going to get it. You are sleeping for 8, 10, 9, 10 hours. Why not just have that 1 hour or that 2 hour to get yourself better? That 2 hour to make yourself live longer. That 2 hour where you can actually control your appetite. That 2 hour where you are just high naturally throughout the day. And when you go to work, even your peers and your competitors at work, they're not at the same level with you, because you are always killing them, because you are always at the top of your game.
Absolutely, and you said something very beautiful earlier, that you want to make sure that you are, before you train others, you've trained yourself and you're in that zone to kind of have that relationship. I think I connect with that, because I realize that if I take care of myself, my purpose is just to take care of myself so I can take care of my children. I can have, I can maintain my relationships around me, kind of, with my husband, with my kids, and
Yes.
just it's just not the relationship. It's just, just being strong has helped me so much. I feel so independent. I feel so self-sufficient. It's not about the looks again, like I said.
Yeah, absolutely.
Being self-sufficient, I don't have to be dependent. I can carry my groceries. I don't feel like, someday I'll not be able to do that. So that confidence just comes in. You know, these are things you can't get it otherwise.
Especially in Dubai, there's no way you can just not engage in exercise. And we're not saying everyone has to come to the gym,
Yeah.
but ideally gym is that, it's like going to church. That's the community where you can actually, you go to a mosque, that's the community. Go to a temple, that's the community where you can meditate with the rest of the meditators. Go to a church where you can pray with the rest of the church-going people. That environment, it feeds you, it sustains you. Then you can actually perform your tasks in an environment where everyone else is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So if you don't have to, let's say, if you can't make it to the gym, at least do something.
Yeah.
Do something.
Wow.
Walk around the neighborhood. Use if you're living in a flat, use the staircases. Do something. Get moving.
Yeah.
Movement is better than none at all. Get yourself going. Once you get yourself going, but obviously more is better, and keep always improving yourself, progress. Then you can find yourself in the gym. Slowly, like you started training at 5:30, you went to 5, now you went to 4:30, you are at 4, I'm guessing maybe you end up at 1 a.m., I'm not sure. But what I'm basically saying is that you have to adapt to your changing environment, because your child now is going to grade 1. Your child has to wake up earlier, but you didn't use that as an excuse like, Chena, I can't come to the gym. But you made adapt, because if you don't adjust, you're going to be left behind and you can't sustain yourself. You have to sustain. There's this guy, Bryant, may he rest in peace. One of the, maybe in the top 5 debates of the greatest basketballers ever. What he basically did is, he was asked, why do you train so early in the morning? Then he said, imagine this. My competitors, my peers, they wake up at 9 a.m. Okay, they get themselves sorted out, they get ready to go to the gym. They go to the gym at 11 a.m. They train, maybe for an hour or 2. By 1 o'clock, they go back home, they have their lunch, they talk to the wives, or to talk to the kids, they do whatever. Then maybe they come back again to train at 6 to 7 in the evening, because they need to rest, then that's it for them. Now, Bryant wakes up at 2. 3 o'clock, he's ready to go to the gym. He trains 3 to 4.
Yeah.
He goes back home. He does the same thing that you are doing, prepares the kids, get ready, send the kids to school, he rests, he has his breakfast. Again, 9:10, he goes back to gym, he trains. Again, he goes back home, he's ready for the kids when they come back to school, then he does the homework with them, he talks to them, he has time with the kids, quality time. Then again in the evening, he comes back 5 to 6, he trains. So you see, this guy is training at least 3 times, 4 times in a day. You are training once or twice a day. So this goes on and on. So you find that each and every year, the gap is getting larger and larger between you and your competitors, between you and your peers, because you are devoting more time to your training. So it doesn't matter, 10 years later, you guys are competing in a match. There's no way these guys are going to be better than you, because they are already 5 years behind in terms of effort and time that you're putting into this. So the earlier you start training, the more time you can give it to yourself. And also, you don't have to plan around gym. Like what most of the people, they say that, so they book a session 4, 5 p.m., 6 p.m. By the time they get to 3 o'clock, all of a sudden, there's an urgent meeting that they have to attend to. They are business people. Everyone needs to make money. So he cancels that session. Or, I'm not going to make it, which means that session is gone. You're not going to replace that. So that's the danger. And also yourself, we are sitting in the office all the time, you're constantly thinking. We are planning, I have to go to the gym later, I have to be in the gym. So everything that you are doing, you're planning around gym, and that's not a healthy life. Yeah. That's stressful. Yeah. That's very stressful. We are not free.
And there's no point if it's stressful.
Exactly, what's the point? So you train in the morning, you get it done with, then you have the rest of the day to yourself. Yeah. Meetings, urgent meetings, you can attend to.
It doesn't interfere.
It doesn't interfere. You don't have to think constantly about something, and that eats your brain. Then you are a free person.
Absolutely, I agree, and I think now that we've touched upon so many benefits, we'll dig deeper in our next episode on this, and the disadvantage of no movement, right?
Yeah,
And what does it do to our body, right?
exactly,
Those who are not
exactly,
really moving, those who are
exactly.
not active,
Yes.
they don't realize what's happening. There's so
To
much
your-
that goes
to
on
their
in our body
bodies.
that we do not know. We do not have the knowledge
Absolutely,
about it. And
absolutely.
I think let's touch on that.
I'll
Next
be
episode.
happy to look at that as well because people, we are amazing creatures. We are so beautifully created. We are very sophisticated machines.
Yeah.
We just need to get those machines
We
working.
just don't know about it.
And we need to get to greatness. Everyone is capable of being great in their lives. We just need to get started
Yeah.
and we can get there.
Thank you so much. That was inspiring.
It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.